Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What the F? Here we go. Just going to give her a little ring, okay? Just a little ring. Clear those demons away. Okay. Now, very specific reading coming out for the collective, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My name is Whitney Moon, okay? I am a gifted empath, okay? I chose to specialize in tarot, okay? And we know tarot, it doesn't always resonate. These are general messages, okay? I do offer personal readings if you feel like the subject is on target, but not everything I said was on point. You can always give me an email, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com, okay? And we can talk about that and where you think you want to go with your reading, okay? You can email me. These cards came through really heavy. These are the Spencer gift card tarot cards. I don't often use them, and then I thought I lost them, but they've been sitting on my altar for quite some time, and they want to speak. So I will let them be heard. All right, take what resonates, see what doesn't. Here we go, collective. Card laid is a card played, my friends. Headless Horseman, Page of Swords. We got the Dragon, 10 of Wands. Fairy, 4 of Wands. We got Death in the house, Sagittarius energy. You know what the Dragon does? The Dragon wipes everything out. Ooh. Okay, very interesting here. We got Temperance energy, the Sea Nymph. We got the Emperor. We got Aries energy. So you got Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aries. Let's see what the story says. Okay. So somebody was very successful, okay, in transforming their life, okay, putting something to death, allowing something to rebirth, allowing something to end, okay, so then you can begin a new project, okay. It was like some old storyline had to end, and I think you were very like protective of yourself and of this project completing. Okay, that's what this whole what do they call him? Pumpkinhead. There we go, Pumpkinhead. Fucking great movie. Old Pumpkinhead here, right? He's guarding the house. He's guarding the house. And with Temperance, with Death, two major arcanas come head to head, right? With this transformation that balances and you then become in control of, right? Like you might not have had control over how the story ended, okay? How the victory was won. And now with this Knight of Swords, okay, with the 10 of Wands in reverse, I think somebody has taken some really hard endings, okay, possibly had to move on, you know, quite a bit. And there isn't anything really wrong with moving on, okay, moving to new stories, learning new things, okay. Something is going to happen for you that's going to create stability, okay. So the reason why you were protected so much was so then you could reach the Emperor, the Sphinx, the temple. That's what I needed to call it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Outdated thinking, conditioning. That's what somebody wasn't having success with. Okay. Being conditioned, being brainwashed. Okay. They had to let that go with the coffin. Okay. They had to let that go. They had to transform that, right? Conditioning. So then they can reignite, okay, this Two of Wands situation that gets you to the Emperor position. Okay. There's obviously some triggers that you had to let go of. Okay. Whatever this Four of Wands, whatever you wanted victory with, protecting, you protected yourself. Okay. A lot. So then, I mean, I honestly, anytime you do something for yourself, you take a risk because people see it as, how selfish are you? Right? You think the whole world revolves around you. Oh, now this is your time to make something of yourself. It is very hard to do things as an adult to just change, right? Because people are so conditioned to how you are in the moment and how they've known you forever, right? They don't want you to change. They want you to stay the same person. Okay. And that's what is at stake here, is your life, your livelihood, right? People need to be able to change. And if you're feeling that and you've got all these other energies that are trying to stop this, right, then of course you're going to get crazy defensive, because at that moment in time, you know that this change, this rebirth, this death is going to shift everything, right? And when you love something, okay, you protect it. And I just cut the deck somehow, and the mirror was there. And it says, relationships reflect our wounds. Okay, so the relationships that you were in, right, reflected how you were then. And now that you are changing, now the world is like, your friends and the things around you need to now adapt to that new person, right? Because if you stay with all the same people, and if you stay and nothing in your world changes but these new motives, then you'll go back to old ways, right? This is saying that I don't think you would have been so protective of it if you didn't feel like this was going to, by protecting it, okay, you were able to get to a position, new position, where you are now doing something else, or you're going to be doing something else, right? And that's taking an old world and transforming it. And with the Headless Horseman, he comes back for revenge. That's the whole point of him, right? He's taken out of the world. He's betrayed, and he comes back. Okay. And he comes back, and he as a spirit knows the truth. So he moves forward with it, but he's a little like, he's a little aggressive. Okay. And so shall it be. I mean, that's what the whole Nine of Wands represents, is Pumpkinhead, how aggressive Pumpkinhead is, right? He'll do something for you, but then he takes your whole life. Okay. So I don't know what it is that you're trying to like transform into or something, but the new beginnings that are starting to become transparent, like you're trying to actually be able to see them into existence. Like maybe they were transparent and now they're becoming visible, right? Spirit is like, you're about to take a risk, and that risk gets you something new that gets you here. I don't know if it's a partnership. Okay, whatever this Two of Wands is a Cyclops. Whatever this partnership is, you might get a new work partner. Okay, you might get a new, work partner, something like that. And this new work partner gets you a lot of money. It's like finally deciding to partner up with somebody, right? You've got something that you're doing all alone. Like I was watching this show last night, and this woman, she's got her own PR company, but then she decides to team up with this other PR group. So then they do this project together, right? Because the two minds of them just work, right? So you might have a business and that you took a huge leap of faith for, that you rebirthed for, you changed your whole fucking life for this, okay? Because it's the truth. It's exactly what you want to do. And I almost feel like people pushed you out of the way. They pushed you off your path. They tried so hard to get you to back down, and you didn't, okay? Because you're a fucking barbarian. Okay, like you know what you're going towards, okay? And ain't nobody gonna change that. Okay, you're not gonna get scared, you're not gonna get weakened, you're not gonna back down. Okay, so this next chapter of your life involves taking a risk. Okay, and this risk, it reflects who you are now. Who you were then is just that. That's who you were then. This new person, okay, is extraordinary. Okay, they have something to offer. Okay, and I do kind of feel like you might have somebody chase you around for a little bit. Okay, somebody, and that's kind of like that show I was saying. Like this man kind of like, follows this woman around a little bit for a while. And then she, kind of decides she likes him. And that's, kind of how this might be. Like somebody might just be following you around. Somebody might know, they might see your talent, right? And they're clocking you right now. Okay, they're clocking you right now. They're just not saying anything to you. And eventually they will come out and say like, hey, by the way, I really like what you're doing. Okay, I really, I respect what you're doing. What you're doing is reflecting who you are and where you've been. And, I had this man tell me the other day that like, how dare I think that I've been through so much when it hasn't compared to his life. And like, it was just really weird. I was like, okay. And like, it really pissed this other woman off. So she was like, I really liked this video until I read this comment. Like, who do you think? It was just a lot. And I'm like, we all go through different things. I am not going to expose my full life on here and what I've been through. Obviously. So of course there's going to be people that have gone through worse and people who haven't. And like, it's not a fucking competition. Okay. We're not comparing how bad your mother was compared to my mother. Like this isn't a comparison because they were both rotten people. They're in their own they're in a category already together. We don't have to sit here and say and compare whose is worse. They're both disgusting. Okay. It's like that. It's like, I don't know what this other person does, but maybe they do something like you do, like maybe you trap pedophiles, maybe, I don't know. This is such a weird reading, but it's like you have changed your life in order to do this. So Spirit is like, you know what, honestly, we kind of suggest you continue down this road because this road is going to lead you to a new sanctuary where you can explode like the headless horseman and just go chopping heads off, metaphorically speaking, okay, in a safe environment. Did you just see me fling these two cards? What the F and F? Oh my God, we've got Ascending with the Dragonfly. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union, being lighthearted, finding out things to come, adapt, change, heal. That's literally what just came out. So that's an amazing ending message, is that somebody has had quite a lot of obstacles with what they've been taking such a lifelong risk for, right? And it's paying off. Okay, it's paying off. There are things that are going to change. There are things that you're going to find out. And that's why you're watching this video, basically. Okay, it's like, I think you're starving for this. I think this is what you're supposed to do next. And I don't know what that is, but you do. Okay, you do. Spirit knows that you know what's going on. Okay. And I kept hearing this Taking Back Sunday song for the last few days. Actually, I think it's been for like the last couple of weeks. And it's coming into my head right now. There's just a part of a song where he goes, I know you know. I know you know. I know you know. I know you know, you know, you know, you know. Like, so you know what this next thing is. You do. It's just when we change our lives, and when we're on that path to changing our lives, it's really hard to admit that something really good is about to happen, right? We just don't want to admit it to ourselves. We don't want to jinx it, right? We don't want to take it out of existence before it even starts, right? You don't want to be so scared of something because you're so excited for it that you stop it before it even has the chance to do anything. Okay, so try not to work yourself up too much. Okay, great things are about to come, and just know that you've prepared for this, you've grounded for this, and you're in control of you. So that's a huge shift for somebody who's never been in control of their body. So I just saw 555 on the clock. Therefore, 555 is change. So clock it. And if it resonates, that's awesome. If it doesn't, it's okay. These are general messages, like I always say. Okay, they don't resonate with everybody, but if there's some advice in there, if there's something you can take with you, that's awesome. If there's something you want to talk about more, expand on, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Okay, we can always do that. And yeah, that's it. Peace out. Have a good week. End.